Well, John, congratulations on your debut. How did it feel wearing the baggy green and running around for Australia?
Yeah, it was a pretty special moment. I didn't have too much time to think about it. It was probably a good thing, actually. I probably found out 15 to 20 minutes before the warm-up, and so last night I had a pretty good sleep and I wasn't thinking about it too much. I knew my role already if I was to play, so and then it's just about getting out there, warming up, and then all of a sudden you're taking the new ball for Australia. So I haven't really had too much time to think about it, but it definitely is a boyhood dream, and I think anyone that gets one would be lying to say it wasn't. So it was a pretty special moment.
John, that first wicket, you must have thought you had it, then you lost it, and then you got it very quickly again. Must have been a great feeling?
Yeah, it was a good feeling to get one away early, which was good. So I was pretty nervous to start with, actually. I was, I wasn't into a rhythm at all for probably the first 8 or 10 overs, and then come out after the break, and there was a little bit of swing there, which was good. Had a good bowl during the lunch break and ironed a few things out and sort of put it all behind me, all the nerves and things like that, and then come out and to get that wicket of AB was really nice.
John, how much of a motivation was Ricky's decision, the retirement decision on what happened today, and how crazy was it being around that in your first Test camp, which is such a great player deciding to leave?
Yeah, it's been probably a pretty emotional few days for everyone, I think, but Ricky's such a legend, and I've been lucky enough to play a few one-dayers with him as well and have him as my captain for a couple of games too. So, it is an end of an era, and I don't think we'll really know what we've lost until he's actually gone. His presence in the change room is absolutely phenomenal, and just his knowledge of the game, his knowledge of any sport, but especially cricket. It is a massive motivation, and the boys will use that over the next 4 days to try and get the result that we want.
Was there just one more? Was it a do it for Ricky sort of discussion this morning?
No, we haven't spoken about that as such. I think everyone knows deep down that obviously it's his last game, and we'll be pushing as hard as we possibly can to try and get that win for him.
John, can you give us an assessment of Mitch Johnson's performance today? He seemed to bowl pretty good pace and had it going pretty well for a while. Yeah, Mitch was really good today. I've played him a couple of times for Victoria in the last sort of couple of months. We've got our WA games out of the way, and he bowled a couple of really quick spells to us, and his action looks good. He's swinging the ball, so it's fantastic for Australian cricket, I think. Ross?
Did any of your family or friends get over here in time? And have you checked your phone yet and seen how many text messages you have?
No, I haven't checked my phone yet. But my mum came over, and my fiancée Bree's here as well. So, and a couple of really good mates have made the journey as well. They got here just in time to see the cap being presented. So, it's nice to have them over here, and it's nice that they could share that with me. Yeah.
Brian?
John, just with missing all last summer through injury, can you believe that this has come about so quickly, I guess, in your sort of first season back?
Not really, no. It's been a pretty big start to the year, playing all the Sheffield Shield and all the one-dayers, and that was nice to get the performances on the board, and you sort of have it in the back of your mind that you'd obviously love to be playing Test cricket or for Australia in any form, but for me it was all about getting my body right, getting back into it, feeling what cricket was like again, and hopefully putting some good performances on the board. But yeah, it's been a bit of a whirlwind these last 6 months.
Yeah. You're not usually an opening bowler. What was the thinking behind giving you the new ball today?
I do it occasionally for Victoria when there is a big breeze or something like that. So there was a fair bit of a breeze today, and I think just pushing up into it and needed someone to do a job there and keep it tight from one end, and let the big hairy quicks come down from the other end.
John, a dozen wickets in a day. What can we expect tomorrow?
I think the wicket will get better and better. As I said, played in the Shield game here. Would have been a month ago now, and the wicket hardened up on day 2 and started to get a bit of carry and a bit of pace in it. So I think it'll get better and better, and it will be a new ball wicket with the grass coverage on it. But if we can bat well for half hour, an hour in the morning, I think it's going to flatten out nicely.
6.
Did you hear any of the discussion in the dressing room about sending in the Nightwatchman, and what was the reaction when there was that case of mistaken identity when...
He uses a kookaburra bat, doesn't he? But that was probably the only mistake. No, I think Gaz... I wasn't there when the conversation went down, but I think, Gaz is a pretty funny fellow, and he made it pretty known that he was a bit nervous, but I think he did a great job.
At 6 for 75 there, was it a bit of a missed opportunity in the end? You guys had the chance to really put the squeeze on them?
Yeah, 6 for 75, and then, you know, Faf's in pretty good form, and he's proving pretty difficult to get out at this stage. So I think 250 partnerships towards the end there was, you know, we were close, but probably let it slip a little bit. But I think 225 is still a pretty good effort to bowl them out.